Our story begins at Jackson Square in New Orleans, across the street from the Mississippi River.
All this music that we playing out here, it come from slavery days. You know, it's just like with our forefathers and everything brought from Africa to the streets of New Orleans. And well, if you look Miami, you can see the Mississippi River, and that's where all the slaves used to get off the boats at.
Kenny Terry blowing his trumpet, along with his band members beating their drums and playing the tuba loud and proud at Jackson Square.
And this is what we do to keep our culture going throughout New Orleans, you know what I'm saying?
They're mainly playing New Orleans jazz music, also known as Dixieland. Jazz replaced ragtime music. The new jazz music had an African-based rhythmic pattern such as stomping and clapping, a West African influence, and a European classical music entwined. The music originated by African Americans, which emerged out of New Orleans and took over at the turn of the 20th century.
It's a mixture of Dixieland, jazz, all that at the same time. It's a mixture of them. Louis Armstrong inspired me, and it's important because it helps me become a better person in life.
But before ragtime or jazz, stars like Louis Armstrong, the music of Louisiana started with slaves. I'm standing in Congo Square here in Louis Armstrong Park in New Orleans, where as many as 500 to 600 enslaved Africans would come here and congregate on the Sunday afternoons in the 1700s all the way up into the 1800s, where they would dance, sing, drum, and make music to what we now know as present-day African American music.
They brought their own music. They brought their own instruments.
Mike Shepard, president and managing member of the Louisiana Music Hall of Fame in Baton Rouge, says blues, swing, and jazz all originated in Congo Square.
That has been a tradition down there since the 1600s, since Congo Square opened that up and brought the rhythmic blends that New Orleans became famous for.
And musical contributions of African Americans in Louisiana from Congo Square didn't stop there.
It really made the music of the whole United States. And everything came from that. The rock and roll, everything except the country.
Kenneth Terry and his band at Jackson Square plan to carry on their forefathers' musical contributions.
What we do is we keep the music alive.
Today, hip-hop has replaced jazz and blues as the voice of young African Americans. In New Orleans, I'm Justin Campbell.